Hello.
Hello.
Is the music playing?
Are you
No.
struggling with it already?
There we go.
As per usual, quality intro this.
Yeah. Hold up. I can't freaking. Yeah. Can this thing go a bit smaller so I can freaking see? Why can I not grab that corner? That's
Somebody
okay.
asks for it to be smaller.
A bit softer. There we go. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
We're back.
Yes.
Today in the background I'm just gonna play bowling. So I think I'll send all of this over to you actually, and then next time you can record.
Alright.
We would have to set it up, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, as long as you can help me with that, so I can actually have it set up.
Yeah, it's not that difficult to do. Anyway, so what are we talking about first?
I don't know.
Just do we immediately talk about the politics situation?
We could, although... Do we really want to?
Well, I don't mind talking about politics, but I will have it known that I do not give a crap about politics, and that I do not side with anyone.
To me, it was more frustrating to watch.
Yeah, I haven't really been following. I know that he tried to start his own. Like, we're talking about the president here, like, Trump. He started his own, like, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Which,
Even though he is against crypto.
is he? What, this is a terrible shot.
I think it's some posts on Twitter. He did say things about that.
I see.
As usual, it's a hypocrite. What do you expect from him?
Yeah. I don't know.
Also, there are already tariffs for Mexico and Canada.
Wait, there are
And it's
what?
25%. Canada and Mexico have got tariffs from the US, so they have to, if you want to import something from Canada or Mexico into the US, you now pay 25% more.
Great.
Yes, because that is to reduce prices. Because as we all know, that's how economics work. You reduce prices by increasing prices.
Yes, I definitely knew that. But wait, decrease prices like in America?
Well, they're saying we're gonna make things cheaper and all that stuff by basically saying, if you want to import it, it's gonna be more expensive. But what you basically say, or you cannot import anything anymore, you're gonna have to make it domestically, which will be more expensive than trying to import everything.
I see.
Because as we all know, importing stuff from like China is the cheaper option, right?
Yeah, but you want quality, then you probably shouldn't.
No. Well, sometimes.
No.
There are situations where where the stuff from China is the same as you would get everywhere else, but you have to find the right factories. There are a lot of things that are of inferior quality, which will break immediately. AliExpress.
True.
Some stuff is good, some stuff is actual decent quality.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is shit. But we're past the 1 minute mark, right? So we can swear.
Yeah, we're at the 5 minutes. But Anyway, what was with Elon Musk? I still don't know how to feel about him, by the way.
Well, apart from the fact that he did a Nazi salute twice.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Like, not once.
But I don't know
Twice.
I don't know the context of it though.
Which, as we all know, is basically politics-wise a big no-no.
Yeah, usually you would think that, huh?
But apparently, listening to logic is not really his skill.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about him. Because, like, he has some things that I agree with, he has some things I disagree with, he has some things that are really good that he's done. But then on the other hand, he tried to name his child, like, a serial number, and, like, you know...
You got a name from the back of the router.
He like... The team he's gonna be leading is, like, the Doge theme, or the Doge team, I think. I don't know if that's intentional, but I think it might be.
Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah.
Doge.
Yeah, exactly. But is that intentional?
I'm not sure if it is. I feel like it is, just to try and make things look a little bit more,
Yeah, I don't know.
you know, good.
Also, his Elden Ring build sucked. Yeah, it's a meme. It's a meme in the Elden Ring community, his build.
I think his Rocket League stats also sucked.
I don't know. I hear he's playing Path of Exile now, and I know nothing about that game, but I hear he's bad.
Yeah. He's trying to fit in with the rest of the world, but he just cannot do it.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me.
I don't know.
But yeah, we'll see how fucked the United States is over the next 4 years.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of people leaving, especially people of the LGBTQ community, because
goal has been reached.
Nice. They basically said there are only 2 genders.
Okay.
That's what Trump said. And he said a bunch of things, and we were watching it live, and I just basically gave commentary on that, like, yeah, that's not gonna be that way, that's gonna be that way.
Right.
There's not gonna be... And also, the funny thing is, Bernie Sanders was there as well, and he just didn't stand up at all.
Okay.
He remained sitting down.
I see.
With his arms crossed as well.
Okay.
Because, well, what else you're supposed to do when you're basically forced to watch an infant speak?
I don't know. Anyway. Other things to talk about. So, my brother has been watching something, and it's kind of interesting. I don't know what the English title is. It's like something with Arcadia. If I were to translate it literally, it would be Troll Hunters. I don't know if that's what it's called in English. It's the something of Arcadia, like Troll Hunters, the something of Arcadia. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because I kind of lost hope in children's media since the Minions, and like, you have Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which is awesome, and other than that, there's like nothing. So
yeah,
but in this, they actually, so okay, in terms of animation, like, it's fine. Oh, I got the turkey right. Like, the human characters are kind of bland, but the monster design is pretty good. But what I was surprised about is it's a show where, I think there's movies as well, where they actually have
Yeah.
like self-sacrifice, as in characters fucking die. There's assassination,
Nice.
like, and it's with trolls, so they just kind of turn to stone right when they die. But still, it's there. You know,
I mean,
that's a chicken.
at least they do things that are not often done anymore. Because it is indeed a thing. A lot of just media has lost. I mean, it is a lot more child friendly, I'd say, but it also removes a lot of the kind of soul of the animation.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be traumatizing at all,
No.
but it's just
But
become
some
so
passion would be nice.
they probably realized that children literally watch
Like
everything.
there was that other movie. It came out in the same year as Puss in Boots. What was it called again? I think it was called The Bad Guys. And like, I don't know. Wait, why did the music stop? What happened?
I don't know.
It looks like I haven't seen it, but from what I hear, it's like it's the same song again. Why is it? Oh, because it's not the playlist. Hold on. There we go. So, from what I hear, the animation is good. I've seen the animation, and the animation is indeed good. It's more unique than all the other stuff. Other than that, the movie's pretty bland. Nothing really happens.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as the animation
But yeah,
style is at least
it's
unique,
at least it's something.
like people are willing to watch more unique stuff purely because, well, it's a change of pace from every other copy of everybody else. Because these days it's not about doing something that's actually high quality, it's more, can you do something slightly different? Same with cars. If you see modern cars, they all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
And if one
I
company does
know.
something unique,
Except for
another
that,
catches your eye.
except for the Cybertruck.
Yeah, you mean the thing that is seen as a truck that is real truck stuff, and it gets stuck in the snow where a normal car would still be able to move through.
Yeah.
It is actively pathetic in any off-road situation. Like, I do not understand how that can be advertised as a truck. That does real truck stuff. Like, the project car that I'm working on will be able, when finished, will be able to off-road better
Yeah.
in its stock configuration than a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
There's a reason people have called it the Tesla clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm. I think
And the funny thing about it,
I am sharing my screen right now, right?
yep. Ow. What is shooting at me?
Anyway. Right. What else? What else do we need to talk about?
But I mean, the Cybertruck is basically a design by Elon Musk without compromise.
Yeah.
So it is what happens when you don't compromise with Elon Musk.
Yeah, apparently. Which, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
It results in an ugly box of a truck with zero capabilities apart from being a pavement princess.
Ho. It has one capability. It stopped that one building from blowing up.
And it has another capability. Breaking down.
Really?
What, do you think it would be able to drive? You think it wouldn't break down? And the funny thing is, it's an electric vehicle, which means it's very difficult to tow to begin with. Because if you keep the wheels spinning, regenerative braking kicks in and will charge the battery. If it's dead, you don't want that to happen. You don't want it to charge and keep charging your battery while you're trying to tow it somewhere. So what you do is you have to get all the wheels off, which basically means you need a flatbed. So you need a big tow truck because the Cybertruck is ginormous. Leave to the Americans to make a vehicle that's way oversized and still cannot do anything correctly. But if the Cybertruck was an actual truck and was actually capable of doing stuff, or maybe had a rear window you could actually look out of when you have the kind of like shutters up, which if you use a Cybertruck, it's going to break. And sure, that's normal, right? You use stuff and it breaks because you use it.
Yeah.
With the Cybertruck, all you have to do is just leave it outside. And it will already just start rusting. It's unprotected stainless steel.
I mean, you can do your own paint job on it.
Yeah, I guess, but you forget one thing, Jim. They kind of entirely forgot to make the truck weatherproof.
Nice.
Which means that the Cybertruck will just... You have to... It even says it in the manual. You have to wash it after every single use. Because if you don't, if you immediately just go on your way again, or the bugs will leave an imprint, fingerprints will be visible, water droplets will be visible, you cannot go through a car wash without setting in a car wash mode, and doing so will void your warranty.
Yeah.
So, oh, you did a basic thing everybody else does with their car? Well, that sucks. We will not pay damages anymore. We will not pay if your very badly made truck breaks down.
Well, if you can afford the truck, surely you can afford to fix it.
You're underestimating. People are taking out. I think people are actually taking out loans to get the Cybertruck.
Look, I understand getting a loan for a house.
Yes.
Or maybe for your company or something.
Yeah.
For this?
Getting a loan for a car just sounds dumb, and I feel like it would be typical of the US to do it. Because it is just... Yeah, here. We have this vehicle that usually costs like 1,000 or maybe 2,000. But instead of paying it in one go, you could pay it in small little bits with a 10% interest rate, basically. I think some of them even have a worse interest rate. So you end up paying more in interest than the loan.
Great.
Yeah, it is that bad.
Yeah.
People
Well,
are falling for the same scam every single time.
yeah. Well, that's just how it is, Jules. Luckily, we are engineers and we'll never have to take a loan for anything, maybe.
Yesterday evening, I did look at our like income.
Yeah. Like
And how
like
much-
average.
Yeah, we can get paid, and we're basically gonna get a crisp minimum of 2,000, like 2,000
A day.
a
No.
no, a month, I think. But that is after tax, so
I knew I should
That
have
is
been a
still-
plumber.
that is still a significant amount.
I know.
Because you're paying actual. Because let's say a rent is like 1,000. Well, then you still have 1,000 left for food, which per person is like maybe 200. Great, you have 800 left for insurance. Well, that's probably going to be another 400 to 500. I have 300 left to save. It is not a lot to save, but it's a starting loan,
Mm-hmm.
which means there's a great chance that you can still improve.
Yeah.
You can get a raise.
Yes. So we should maybe explain the situation here in the Netherlands, because we continue to be like, oh, we're engineers, so we'll be fine. So the government, actually not a couple, like over 20 years ago, our government was like, why is there a red pin?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, whatever. Our government was like, we want to have the majority of people. I don't know if they had like an exact percentage or anything.
Highly
Do
educated.
yes. Which they already back then were like, we don't actually know what an economy and a civilization, I guess, that has that would be like. Well, we're kind of at the point now where we're starting to see nobody can actually do anything anymore because everyone just has like theoretical studies, you know?
Everybody was basically asked like go to university. Like parents pushing
Yeah.
children to learn as much as
Well, not
possible.
necessarily
Sure, you need to
university,
learn.
but
Like go seek the highest education you can do,
yeah.
which results in a lack of actual physical labor that can be done.
Yes, like straight up,
Plumbers.
we have plumbers in the Netherlands that make 1,000 euros a day.
Yeah.
Like
Because there's
that's the
literally nobody else
situation.
available.
Yeah. So, you know, cause it's weird, cause they call it like low and high education, but like that doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
Because
Most people
technically,
make sense.
we are low educated, right? Like what we're doing right now is technically low.
Yeah.
But like how do I say this? So you need you need to have a very good understanding of math for this course.
Yeah.
Like, you know, above average on math, I I would say is fair to say. You
You
need
need to be good at calculations.
yeah, you need to understand like shapes and things. You need to, you know, it's a lot.
It's a lot,
the-
not that much.
But the difference between low and high is basically that high is usually more, you know, theoretical. It's like, you know, languages, it's history, like that sort of stuff, which is nice, and I am interested in those things. But for, you know, for work, that doesn't leave you with a lot of options.
Yeah.
Like, you know, also have, like, you
Also-
even have, like, dating apps now that are, like, only for people that are, like, with a higher schooling. And, like, Lubach,
Yeah.
he's a very funny, he's, like, a comedian, sort of, he does satire. He once said about that, like, yeah, because then, you know, you don't want to date someone who, just like you, also can't screw in a light bulb.
Yeah, because otherwise they would feel inferior because they did a higher education, yet they found somebody that has more skills.
Yeah.
Because the thing with higher and lower education, the lower is a little bit more, is like the more physical and the more like actual things you can touch and do.
Yeah.
As the higher education is like the theory bit,
Yes.
which means that a lot of people are told like, yeah, but do the theory, which leads everybody to disregard the physical bits,
Yes.
which does turn into nobody being able to do anything physical
Yes.
because, well, they haven't learned a trade, and the traits that were there to die out because, well, nobody learns.
Yeah.
Like that's what I kind of still miss with my first internship. It was physical, but it was actual hard work.
Yeah.
Like
But-
it was.
Yeah,
It was
go on.
proper. It was like bodywork on old cars, which indicates that it's a little bit difficult because you have to learn how to basically stretch and contract metal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can learn the theory behind it, and it's important to know the theory behind it.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to do it anymore. That's the problem. And
Yeah.
I have to admit, I would much rather sit in an office than in a workshop. But I would still like to do the workshop bit as a hobby next to it.
Yes. Exactly.
And apparently, a lot of people are just not interested in technical stuff. Because, well, technology just works, right?
Yeah, sure.
And if it breaks, then you go to the shop to buy a new device.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works. Instead of, oh no, my device broke. Is it still fixable?
Don't know. Should maybe.
Not because it wasn't designed properly
Yeah.
with maintenance in mind.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the situation now in the Netherlands. So basically these lower studies, they have like kind of a bad reputation now. It's like as if you're like dumber or something when you do them. Which is funny
Yeah.
because my IQ is above average.
Yeah.
Not by much, but it is.
I mean, it is basically, as I said, it is just the, all right, is this thing low? Is this, do I like a bit more of the practical physical stuff, or do I like to sit hours behind a desk making notes and listening to somebody talk? That's the question you have to ask yourself, what you like more. And that gives you the answer of what kind of basically the height of the study.
Yeah.
If you want to sit behind a desk all day and just listen to somebody talk, you go to university. That's where they do that.
Yeah.
But if you actually want to do something, and in my opinion, contribute to society.
Well, okay, I'm not saying you're not contributing to society with these other things. Like they are still important. It's just that they are now so plentiful that you
The
know
amount
you
makes them
can't
not
find
important
anyone
anymore.
else to do this to do the actual the physical jobs.
Yeah.
Well, not even necessarily physical, because we are designing right now.
Yeah, but even in workshops, although
Yeah,
you do have to create a healthy working environment in these days, workers are more looking at the environment they're ending up in instead of the space well.
yeah,
Like I'd rather be in a good environment that pays a little bit less than be in a bad environment that pays a lot.
true.
Because it is just depending on how much do I want to suffer. Like, do I want to go home every day
Okay,
just
but
angry,
here's the
sad?
deal. If you get paid a lot, you can take more time off and not be there.
Yeah, but then you still have the same amount of money, meaning that taking the entire job that pays more was kind of useless.
Yeah, true.
Because otherwise, you'd have already made. Because then you still make the same amount of money, but you have more time off, and you're in a worse environment.
Yeah. Okay, that's too loud.
Which one do you want?
Yeah. But anyway, that's kind of the situation right now in the Netherlands. So we will see how the Netherlands is in a couple of years when we are the only two who can still do something.
Yes. It is kind of sad to think about, though.
I don't know, is it? All I see is cash.
Well, you can't ask a ridiculous amount of money because, well, somebody has to do it. Nobody
Yeah.
else wants to do it. So let's ask a metric fuck ton of money because, well, they have no other option.
Yeah.
Apart from learning on their own, than actually doing it.
Like, I think so. What I want to do, right, at least right now, that's kind of the plan. Is like
Yeah.
after I'm done with the intern, I want to work for like. Why does it sound weird? I want to work like 4 days a week, and then spend the other three, drawing or YouTube. And I think I have a pretty good chance of doing that pretty much anywhere. Purely because they kind of just need you.
Depends on how much they're willing to pay you.
I guess so, yeah.
And how much you have to pay.
Yeah,
That's
true.
those are the two factors that are important. Are you going to be paid a lot, but are you going to have high living costs, or are you going to stay cheap, but then also suffer from low income? Which doesn't necessarily have to be that way, but
Yeah.
you have to find a cheap spot to live at, or live with a couple of people together to make it cheap. And then make a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's also smart to save a lot more. Like just save as much money and then you can sort of, if you do it the right way, you can live off the interest you get off that stuff. Which surprises me. You can just live off. If you do it smart, you can live off interest for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Some would say it's interesting.
Yes. It definitely is, yeah.
I know it's a bad joke. Still wanted to make it.
Right. Anyway, do you have anything else on your list?
I only had Trump and Elon on my list, so
we
yeah.
we
I may or may not have only started the list like
we really
this
gotta
evening.
yeah we really gotta get better at just
Actually,
like planning that out.
Yeah, but not only that, we also have to actually experience stuff. Because I feel like that's also a little bit of a hurdle.
Maybe.
Because because how are you gonna talk about stuff if you haven't done shit all week?
Well, I have, but not. It's not necessarily interesting enough to talk about here because it's just it's my intern. I'm not even. I think I would be allowed to talk about it.
Did you sign an NDA?
No.
Then you were allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Of course,
No, I know I am, but I don't know if it's I don't think it would be interesting to listen to. Because, like, even if I were to talk about it, I think I would need to have something to show to actually explain things, you know? So.
Yeah. Actually make it interesting for
Yeah,
people.
exactly. So, intern just doesn't really work for that.
Yeah, and what we do during that time.
Unless something significant happens.
Yeah, but what's the chance of that?
I mean, I guess I could say that my boss came in today with fish. I don't know what the fish is called in England or in English. I think haring. I don't know.
In England.
Yeah, well, in England they also speak English. I don't know what is haring in English.
I think it's just herring.
Oh, well, is it? Is that what a red herring is?
Fine, I'll use Google Translate.
But that was nice of him. I liked the fish. It was good fish.
Translate. It's herring.
Okay. Is that what red herring comes from, though?
Red herring. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. I'm not gonna look that up because I'm playing War Thunder at the same time. It kind of requires some attention in order to not immediately die.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm going to immediately die anyway, but that's not my problem. That's my team's problem.
I mean, it doesn't really sound like fun if you just die immediately and then can't play.
Well, it all depends on your teammates. Somebody in front of me just exploded. Has that Wolfen Traeger lost his barrel? I think so. I don't know what's up here and I'm afraid to look. Wait, is it coming from there? Where's it coming from? Oh no, that is... Oh yeah, of course. No, it was a T1E1. Yeah, massive American heavy tank. Yeah, I'm not doing anything to that, but it's dead, thankfully. I'm in anti-air. I'm in anti-air fighting tanks.
I see.
As one does.
I see.
Because who doesn't like killing tanks with anti-air? You know? The anti-air. Things that are specifically designed to shoot down aircraft, used to shoot tanks. Usually isn't that effective, usually requires to find lightly armored vehicles due to the fact that it's... Well, how do I say this? Not particularly powerful. Aircraft are a lot lighter
God damn it.
armor-wise
Yeah.
than a tank. A tank can have up to a theoretical 100 millimeters because angles. You apply angle to your tank, armor becomes thicker because force does not go all in, but it gets distributed outward.
Yeah.
They can dissect the force, the vectors. You know, with the arrows. Force goes one way, but at an angle, so you have to know how it goes in both angles. Like, one force splits in multiple, or you have multiple forces come together as one.
Yeah.
You know, that fun stuff.
Yes.
That basically was the exam as well that we did before doing this course. It was just triangles and forces.
Yes.
It basically set us up for engineering already.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah. Well,
And yet,
I don't know if it necessarily set us up for engineering.
well, engineering is basically triangles
Wait,
and forces.
they taught physics. You know?
Yeah, but engineering is basically applied physics. And it is, as I said, triangles and forces. That's all it is. You cannot tell me otherwise.
True.
Because everything becomes a bloody triangle, no matter what you do.
Just like any game can be a numbers game, any shape can be a triangle.
You may start out with something like a... maybe you start out with a square, or a rectangle, but you're going to need to apply some support. What is the most efficient way to make support? Oh, I know. You make a triangle in between. You put a diagonal in there. What if you created 2 triangles?
Yeah.
As long as it's not a triangle, it is not strong. Likely.
True. Wait. But why are tanks not triangular then?
Well, if armor is sloped, doesn't that make a triangle?
I suppose so, yeah. No, but I'm talking about, I forgot what that game was called. The one with the tanks. It's like Agario, but with tanks.
Would have been called Thanks.io, but
No, it's not Tank.io, I don't think
the
it's
game
called
we
that.
played.
Was it called DPO?
Yes, it was.
They are rounded, Ju. They don't have triangles.
Triangles in the game.
Yeah, for you to shoot to farm. Actually, I think there was also one that could, like, shoot triangles.
I think those triangles are kind of drones.
Yeah, I think so.
I also realized I brought the wrong ammo.
I don't know, I haven't played that game in like 7 years.
same for me, but it's yeah, I still remember it quite well.
You know
It's a
what?
good game.
You know what we played in class in high school? Is it high school?
What?
Wait. Is it high school? I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to because the American school system is like it's
It sucks.
a mystery to me. But
Yeah.
whatever. You know, when we were 14, 15, we played Narwhale EO in class.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Each school kind of has their own thing.
True.
Like we played a lot of Krunker, which yes, is a good game. And the funny thing is, when we had like IT stuff, which is basically learn how to use some programs like Word. I don't know why they wanted to teach us that, but sure.
Because Word is complicated, Jewel.
They didn't even learn us Excel properly then. I mean, they did it afterwards, but it is. At that point, me and a friend were the only one doing stuff, actually. Which resulted in us being allowed to play Krunker without problem after we were done, and others getting in trouble for playing Krunker when they weren't done yet. So we basically got the get out of jail free card.
Nice.
Somebody tried to bomb me twice now.
Well, then bomb them.
Well, I'm in a tank. I cannot really bomb a plane.
Of course you can. Just fly. Just fly. I've seen plenty of flying tanks in Armored Core.
I've seen flying turrets.
I've
That
seen
is an actual thing.
I've seen flying tanks in Armored Core and in Transformers, Joel.
Jim, are you familiar with the concept turret toss?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
But Joel, if two separate sources show them, then they must exist.
Are the two sources fictional things?
Armored Core and Transformers.
Fiction and fiction, which means that it's useless.
Wait.
You're comparing two fictional things with each other.
Hold on. Transformers is fiction?
Hate to break it to you, but yes.
Oh. But what about all those Transformers I have behind me in my on my shelf?
I'm not going to stop you from buying a Beetle, though.
I wanted to have the Beetle Bumblebee. But if you wanted like good Transformer toys, they were expensive, dude.
Yeah, but I'm not going to stop you from buying an actual Beetle.
I'm not gonna buy a Beetle.
Why not? They're easy to work on. You wanted a car, right?
No, I don't need a car right now.
Yeah, but at some point,
Oh yeah.
why not get a Beetle?
Because I could either get a Beetle that needs work probably the whole time. Or
kind of
I could just
car,
buy a car that I don't need to do anything on.
Yeah, but at some point you would need to do maintenance, and if you don't do it, it will wreck. That's what happened with the Beetles.
Well,
A lot of them
sure.
didn't get their maintenance, then sat outside or somewhere in a barn for like 2 decades, and are now falling apart because of it.
worked. Not how I intended it to go. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'd rather have a newer car. I'd rather have a Cybertruck.
No.
No, I don't.
If you get a Cybertruck, I will slap you.
No, I don't really want a Cybertruck.
Because Cybertruck in itself is completely, as I said already, it's completely useless. And sure, you can get one, but also good luck getting it into Europe to begin with.
Wait, are they not available here?
No,
Why not?
of course not.
Why not?
Too sharp of edge.
Wait,
The
really?
is too sharp.
Really?
I think there needs to be a minimum fillet, like a radius needs to be a minimum of 3.5 millimeters. Which makes a lot of sense because pedestrian gets hit by car. Car is so sharp, it's twice as people.
Oh my god, I did not know that. I didn't realize that it was actually that bad.
Sure, if it's 3.5 millimeters, but it is definitely something like that. It's European safety standards, which I'm glad we have.
Yeah,
I mean, sure,
true.
in some scenarios they can be a little bit strict, but I'd rather have it be a bit strict than actually having to. But some states actually don't have like a yearly check for your car.
Like in America?
Yes, in the US you have multiple states that don't have an inspection.
Right. Why?
Because the freedom. You want to keep the freedom. So you let people drive literal rust buckets, which have truck beds that kind of tend to, or trucks kind of like snap in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Due to all the, well, lack of integrity due to the fact that rust has eaten everything away.
Yeah.
As rust does.
True.
But in Europe, you're forced to fix it. Or let somebody else fix it, otherwise you're going to actually have the government say you are not allowed to drive that vehicle anymore. Suck it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, it's about you don't want your car to kind of break down or fail while you're driving. It can result in dangerous situations if the person driving doesn't know what to do when their car breaks down.
No, that's true. You can just jump out like in the movies.
Like pulling over safely and then stopping the car and then just calling IMAB, which will then arrive after a while and then diagnose your car saying,
Why is it
this is wrong with it. And then you know what's wrong with it so you can get it fixed. Or if you're smart enough, have a friend that's into cars, call him.
Okay.
And
I don't know.
let them diagnose the car and fix it. Saves money.
Yeah. I don't know why, but the playlist for some reason still wasn't doing its thing, but it's fine now.
Yeah.
I think.
Because I feel like if you were to break down with a car, probably your own, then you would just be able to call me up and like, car's fucked. In what way? I would just I would just try and
I'll,
diagnose
I'll,
on the spot.
I'll pick you up to come fix it.
In what car?
In that car.
In the car that's broken down and doesn't drive anymore.
You
You're going
bitch.
you're going to pick me up.
Exactly.
In a car.
Exactly.
What are you? How are you gonna do that?
Now, if it's still moving, I mean.
Oh, if it's something slightly broken. Oh,
Exactly.
there's a small problem with the car.
If it's
But
only slightly a problem that it's just barely allowed to drive.
Like, let's say...
Or maybe just barely not.
Yeah, that would be dumb. And a safety hazard.
So I have a BCA, it'll be fine.
The problem is the fact that you got... like, drivers still break the law, right? Car drivers still break the law, even though they have a license, which means they know the law.
No, they only know the law on paper.
The fact that they know the law doesn't mean that they're going to abide by it. I think that's where your problem is.
Maybe. I don't know. But, so I have a VCA, so I can do anything and it'll be safe. I can prove it. Do they have VCA in, like, what's it called in other countries?
Well, in the US you have OSHA, which is just the people in high visibility jackets saying, no, you cannot do that, that's not safe.
Right.
Nobody likes them.
Okay. But is it like what we did, where we had to take like an exam and shit?
No, I think... I don't know, actually. I don't know how to do it in other countries. In order to be able to work in a workshop, that some of them require an actual certificate.
No one has ever asked me for it, by the way.
Yeah, because you're fresh out of school, so they just assume you have one.
No, I have been asked if I am forklift certified, though.
I would love to go for forklift certification.
I don't give a shit. I've never driven in a forklift, and I don't know if I ever will need to, but...
Yeah, but I mainly want it just so I can flex that I'm forklift certified. I only want it because of memes. Just like, so you're too late. I'm forklift certified. I can do whatever I want because I can drive a vehicle with fork.
Yes. Also, remember the giant forklift?
Yeah.
You can just drive that with a normal forklift certification. I asked.
Yes.
I don't know why, because it would definitely be very different, but you are.
I assume the controls are going to be the same, just on a larger scale.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that larger scale is like 5 meters
Yeah, so?
long, and like it's like, you know, like that length and width you gotta then deal with. Like you need to, and I guess the height as well. So in terms of controls, yes, it would be the same, but in terms of not hitting something like a person.
Yeah, it'd be more difficult, but... I still don't see the problem.
Well, maybe if you see it in person, you would see it.
I'd have to basically go to your company.
You
Kind
can.
of look at forklift.
Yeah. This is a good idea, actually.
You know a walk, right?
What?
You know, I don't know how far your company is from the train station.
You'd have to take the bus.
Yeah.
This sucks. Like, you'd have to take the bus. Which drops you off very close by.
Yeah, but what's the point of the bus? And dropping it off close by if it... Yeah.
Sure, it's fine. You can go there on a free day while I am at work and I cannot spend time with you other than just show you the forklift.
3 days, sure. That's a good one.
You can ask for a day off.
Not go. Yeah, but I'm not going to until I'm confident that everything's gonna be finished on time.
Fair enough.
Because right now, I'm not trusting that I'm gonna finish everything on time because I'm still in the designing part. Although I am almost finished with that.
Yeah. Yeah, for me that was kind of on pause because the guy that was gonna 3D print it was in America.
3D. It is 3D printing.
Yes, but
Do it at home.
we don't have a printer at the company. But I
You're
might
actually
buy
in the middle
one.
of bumfuck nowhere.
We really aren't. The guy with the printer is like almost next door, I'm pretty sure. And I
mean,
think they might buy a printer for the company.
So like, no, so not for yourself. So you want a printer as well? So you can print your own stuff?
I maybe, but I don't want to spend money on it. And I don't know where I would place it.
And also they make a lot of noise. Depending on the ones you get, but the cheap ones make a bunch of noise. But it's still pretty fun to do. You do have to get filament, which is not too bad. You have to level the bed, but once you're done with that, most new printers do that automatically anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem to get that done and just start printing.
Yeah.
And once you're printing, it's going to be a lot of fun because you can print whatever you want.
Yes.
Even if you want to 3D print your own member, you can go ahead.
Sure, we are not continuing that conversation.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it. Didn't see why you want to do it, but
Because it wouldn't fit.
you're gonna try it yourself.
Fuck it out.
New definition of go fuck yourself.
Can we just like can we Can we not?
You can also give it as a gift to somebody else.
To who would I give that?
I don't know. It would be a pretty funny joke gift to give somebody. Although, could be too personal as well. Because you are giving away a bunch of information immediately. And now
Yeah.
there's a lot of silence.
Yeah. I don't.
I
I
just don't know how to react to this anymore.
I don't like this conversation.
Well, you can also 3D print just more useful stuff like a phone stand. Or just other... You can technically 3D print a drawer for stuff, or if you just have a specific thing that requires attention and a part that doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
Then you can quite easily do it.
Yeah. We got very
Whichever-
appropriate music for what I'm about to do.
I have no audio turned on because, well, yes. Because why would I? And then there was silence.
Yes.
Oh yeah, speaking of silence, during, like, after Trump's speech, somebody's going to sing. And she stood there. The music started, and within a second the music stopped. And they stood there for, like, I think half a minute to a minute, just awkwardly waiting. It was incredibly fun, like, everybody was just like, we're waiting on her to start singing, but she's waiting on her audio cue. The audio
Right.
cue is not coming.
Okay.
It just was incredibly sad. And also Joe Biden has dementia, basically. Like,
Yeah, wasn't there something with him as well?
what, the fact that he's old, or the fact that he based kind of, I think, pardon his family.
I don't know what happened. Oh, wait, didn't he like pardon somebody? I don't know what it's called officially, but like, you know, the president can be like, "Hey, you have a court case running? Well, not anymore."
Yeah, that's a pardon.
Yeah.
Basically pardon like family and other close
Well,
people.
I know he did it with his son, but didn't he do it with someone else now as well?
I think he did it with a couple of people purely because they often do it with presidents often do it right before the term ends.
Right.
If they know they're losing. Which you will know immediately because, well, you're losing. So,
I see.
which immediately means that, hey, it is now time to pack your stuff and basically leave.
Yeah. Wait.
That's it. We'll see how bad it goes.
Yeah.
Over,
Okay, wait.
over the
real quick.
laws over the next 4 years, and because if it, on one hand, nothing can happen because U.S. law is kind of complicated as well, so
Yeah.
Trump cannot pass a law on his own. But there's also an opportunity for him to pass laws that kind of give him the power. He did
Yeah.
at some point say, did he at some point tweet like, "If you vote for me now, you won't have to vote again"? I think he said that at some point.
I don't know. I've turned off the music real quick because I'm gonna do Bakabitai.
Yeah, you're gonna karaoke, so of course you want the music off, otherwise you're gonna have multiple music. You're gonna have music
Oh
square.
fuck, I was looking at the thing, I already missed the note. Wait. Why is it? It sounds weird. I don't know why. I think there's something wrong with my game audio for some reason.
Is it a game? Is it soft? Oh, and I already have a thing to.
I lowered
talk
the
about.
sound.
I already have a thing to talk about, and it's Minecraft servers. Setting those up is a pain in the ass, because let's say you want to switch data from one server to the other. What you now have to do is turn the server you want to transfer the files to off, grab a different program. I use FileZilla for it. I think there are other programs as well. Actually start, like, only grab a select amount of files, not everything, only a select amount. First delete the existing files, like delete the old files, then paste the new ones in there, so you don't have the replacement things, because it often goes wrong, and only then can you turn it off. You can turn it back on, double check, and be done.
I see.
So it is annoying. And
Well,
then they probably still have to do mods as well.
well, at least
still
it's
should do
done
mods.
now.
Yeah, at least there's a change.
Alright, it's good to get the music back. Yeah.
Which is good.
Yes.
At least that part's done. So otherwise I would be annoyed as per usual, because with Minecraft nothing can work first try. It always has to kind of not work, then you have to retry, then you have to retry. They have to try something else entirely, and only then can it work properly.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, while traveling back home from work,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna call it work because that's what it is. An internship is basically
yeah,
work.
true.
My train was the shortest possible with 4 parts. And half a village or half a town came in.
I see.
And left at the same time. Like, they were in there already, but like a lot of them left after the first stop, which is only like a small town, if it's not a village. Which is already kind of weird.
Yeah. True.
I do have to kind of write a number down real quick because I'm changing my phone subscription as well. Which means I want to change my phone number. Or not change my phone number, I'm trying to keep my phone number.
Man with iron pipe, but I have bike.
There we go. Because now I'm basically... Because usually I would pay for... Like, now my dad pays for it, which... Perfectly fine, right?
Yeah.
But because I am going to have to pay it on my own, I'm going to switch. With my dad's subscription, I'm paying these... Like, there are a bunch of common factors that combine to make it cheaper. But if you remove that, it would be $40 for only 10 gigabytes of data. Which is dumb. It's crazy expensive. Right now, I'm gonna get unlimited for like an average, because first 4 months is cheaper, but the average comes out to 18 euros and 33 cents. which is a lot cheaper. It's like over 50% cheaper, and you get unlimited data, unlimited minutes of phone calls, unlimited messages.
Yeah.
So I'm basically gonna get unlimited everything for way cheaper. Turns out my dad is not the best at managing money. I would say the worst, actually. Because, yeah, he is kind of just the worst at it. I mean, the phone subscription is just a start. He drives a Range Rover. Which, yes, they sit comfortable, but so do other cars that are way cheaper,
Yeah.
way more fuel efficient, and have a way better image, because driving a Range Rover kind of gives you an image of either I'm rich or I don't care about anybody else, only myself. Guess in which category my dad falls. You guessed it, the one where he only cares about himself. Because, well, he has very poor money managing skills.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the best at it either, but I can still save my money, and I'm not going to be spending it on an expensive car.
I mean, is this really stuff you want to talk about on a, on a podcast show?
Oh, please, I've talked about this on stream as well.
Oh, well, never mind then.
I'm over it at this point. The divorce has been going on for over 1.5 years. Because my dad doesn't want to cooperate. He literally went to Spain, where he still lives. Talking about just sticking your hand in the dirt. Just pretending we don't exist. Which, as a dad, should you do that? Should you pretend you're still wife instead of making it your ex-wife immediately? And kids don't exist anymore.
No.
He still wants us to stay in contact, but we are like, only if you call us enough times are we going to react to it. But it has been going on for way too long, and it kind of should just... there's at least progress, so after over like a couple of months to maybe like half a year, everything will be done.
Brother came in, so I had to...
So you were recording and then went out again?
Yes. What the... Where can I... Here.
Do you have to yeet your brother into bed?
No. Other brother. He apparently needs help. He apparently needs help with homework.
Oh.
Is he still here?
If you have, like, if you have to put your brother to bed, just grab him, throw him onto the bed. Just yeet. Just slam into the bed and then, well, good night, and leave. The funny thing, I was always youngest.
Right.
Yeah, I am tired. Maybe I should sleep more than like 4 hours a night.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. I may want to do that. But I can always take some gamer subs, which I'm not sponsored by, so I'm not gonna advertise it anymore. If I can actually get a sponsorship from them, then I might just start advertising.
Yeah, that's the point of an ad. That's the point of a sponsor, Joe.
No. They'd actually start to advertise. That you say, all right, I want to advertise. And yeah. They basically say, we're going to give you money if you say a few things about us. And then you say those few things. And then your revenues depend on how many people actually use the service or buy the thing.
No, it's usually based on views. I guess if you get a link, then yeah.
Yeah, if you get some stuff like, you know, I have one sponsorship a while ago for War Thunder, and I mean that kind of didn't go anywhere else. The first one was Factor, which Factor is just HelloFresh, but for lazier people.
True.
For the people that don't want to spend time actually cooking the food, but just want a microwave meal. Because that's what it is. It is just a microwave meal.
I know.
It's freshly made. Instead of having... No, make it yourself. HelloFresh is DIY Factor. So you have to bring out your tools.
Kind of true.
Your cooking tools. I was more thinking like actual like a drill, a hammer, some spanners, you know? Like the workshop tool. You to rate a workbench to get the tools you need to cook. Technically you could do it in a workshop. You can very accurately cut your bread.
Yeah, let me put the ruler next to it.
Yes, you can think about it. You can use the bandsaw. You can use a bandsaw to slice your bread and slice everything. Or you can use an angle grinder to cut the bread. That would be funny. But it would also be a mess. Because it is often, if you're working in a workshop, your hands will not be very clean anymore. Generally a little bit black, if not gray or brown, or depending on the kind of dirt you're dealing with. It's either oil or just straight up, or just steel. Everything will become dirty. And everything sucks. And you keep doing it because it is kind of fun. I know that sounds a bit weird saying it sucks, but it's kind of fun. But that's just how it works.
Yes. Very true.
It sucks to do, but it is a lot of fun to do. Man, I am a bike.
Yeah, maybe we should just stop. I mean, we've gone for 1.5 hours. I think, you know.
Yeah, around that time. I mean, depending on how long you want to continue. We are kind of running out of content as per usual.
Yeah.
Because we are well prepared.
Yes. Speaking of being prepared, we do need to prepare for next time if we're gonna have you recording next time. But I'm not gonna do that right now for you. So yeah, I think indeed, I think that will be it. So, oh god. What, do we have an outro yet? What did I just do? What did I just open? What is this? What? How do I... Okay. Thanks. Do we have an outro yet? Or, do I just end it right now? Oh, he's not here.
I'm back.
Okay. Do we have an outro yet, or do I just end it right now?
Well, first of all, follow Bushperson, subscribe as well to both to the BushBlade Ramblings as well as Obsidian Blade 266 and Bushperson.
You can check the description, it's all there. You can,
Yep.
we have a by the way, is that Discord server functional now? Because can people assign themselves role as visitor? Because if they can't, then that's a problem. Okay, so I'm hearing right now you can join the Discord server, but you can't do anything.
You can read the rules.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Whatever.
Should be fine, right? Should be easy. Should be easy enough to set up. I'll probably do it tonight.
Okay. Okay, so I guess by the time this comes out, that will probably be fixed, hopefully.
And then I do it Saturday night.
Dojo.
Would be funny.
Badju.
What? Am I not allowed to just have some fun?
Look, Joe, you look the most professional here. You should be the most professional.
Well, looks can be deceiving.
I guess so. I guess we don't know for sure what is actually under the bush.
Yes.
Maybe it's Octodad.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You will never know what's underneath the bush.
Well, I would be impressed that he can move the fingers.
I now already have a bad idea.
Well, in that case, I'll cut the recording before it comes out. So.
And, well, I can explain everything in one word.
Vor. Oh wait,
Cosplay. No. Like, this stuff should be easy enough to do, right? All you basically need is a suit, some gloves, and a mask.
No. Okay, so next TwitchCon, you're gonna walk around like that?
No.
With one of those shitty army camouflage things wrapped around your head.
I would at least try and do it decently at least.
Oh, he's gonna actually put branches on his face, I see.
No.
He's gonna paper mash, but with leaves. Would that even work?
Yeah, it could work. It would require a lot of work, but
Yeah.
it would be funny. And then the most expensive part would probably be the suit.
Yes.
Or I have to make that on my own.
Yeah. Anyway. We are getting off topic again. Because we were ending.
Yes, that's generally how conversations go.
Yes.
You start on topic, you end wildly off topic.
We so often have like, we should go to bed, and then 2 hours later we're still there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
At some point, we have seen it become 4 a.m.
well, luckily enough, I am responsible enough not to do that.
But
I think the latest was 2 for me.
yeah,
Anyway, uh, see you next week, I guess.
yes.
Bye.
Make sure to
You
do
already
stuff.
what?
I said it, but I'm gonna do shameless plugs over and over again so people do it.
You already did.
I will advertise
I
myself because I'm basically sponsoring myself.
I should put a gun in your hand. You can just threaten people.
Like in my right hand, I suddenly pull out the gun into a screen like subscribe. Although YouTube probably wouldn't allow it.
I don't know. There's that PNG of like the hand with the gun that people like sticking over everything.
Yeah, but it's YouTube. You never know what's gonna happen.
That is true. Anyway, bye.
Perfect way to end this.
Yeah.
Bye.
This is stupid.